You know, I really don't know why they're so mad. I'm such a nice guy. Oh well. Let's ignore these unfriendly fellows and let me welcome you to the third episode of my LP. As you can probably tell, we are at the Enderman farm right now, and I wanted to show you what I came up with at the end. Now, if we look up, we have an Enderman that is in our line of sight. What the heck is he doing there? That's funny. I hope you can still see it. I finished up the layer above. We had just one section here in the last episode. Now I fully set it up. It's working fine now. I will go up there in a second and show you how I did the wiring, because I had problems with it. Let me just get rid of a few of these stupid Endermen. I still have that guy up there, gotta be careful. Come here, buddy. Oh, come on. There we go. I put up... Get out of the way. My viewers need to see. I made a little house here, as you can see. It's not much, you know, just a little place where I have an enchanting room, a few storage chests. There's not much in there yet, because I brought many ender pearls with me to my base. Yeah, it's not much to it. Here we have the minecart track, and it looks kind of nice, you know. We have I put a water curtain around the whole thing, even around the house, as you can see here, and around the Enderman farm itself, to make it look a little nicer. Cause you know, if you look out of this place, it's just dark and kind of boring. The water curtain makes it a little nicer, warmer, so to say. So let's get up and let me tell you about the problems that I had with the jamming up issue. If you have seen episode 2, you know all about that. To briefly summarize this up, the system over here, it just kept jamming up from time to time. What are you doing up here? You're not oh my god, he has full health. That's not supposed to happen. And bye-bye. Anyways, yeah. The system jammed up from time to time, so what happened was that those blocks that are getting pushed out got stuck on this end line here, and while those pistons are already powered, so we had no chance of... yeah, we had to manually fix that. I did try a whole lot to get this running, and man, I can tell you, it made me mad. I'm a really calm person actually, but man, I got upset. So yeah, I finally came up with an idea that I actually had pretty early. I still have the 4 tripwire setups for the Enderman to trigger or activate the whole thing, and they're all connected to this memory cell here. It's just those 3 blocks. And if an Enderman now activates the whole thing, the memory cell changes its state and triggers these inner lines of pistons, like you can see right here, that pushes the whole thing out. And also is activating this reset part of the memory cell. Now all this does is, as soon as the memory cell changes its state, this torch gets powered, and that signal gets delayed by, that is 1.4 seconds here, which will reset the memory cell. And now the outer pistons here that you can see over there, and on the other side it's just perfectly mirrored, they are timed just right, so when the memory cell resets itself, which makes those inner pistons retract, the outer pistons will push the whole thing back to its default state. And that's pretty much all there is to it. The good thing here is now, as I can show you pretty easy, I'm causing a constant signal now while standing right in the tripwire. And if you watch the memory cell, like, let's just wait for a cycle to go through. Okay, now the memory cell changed its state, and the pistons didn't move. It's kind of hard to, you know, move my mouse and tell you that. But what happens is, if an Enderman gets stuck in here, like I'm doing this right now, the memory cell just goes through one cycle and nothing happens. That doesn't really matter, because as you can see right here, it doesn't take very long for the whole system to trigger again. And so even if an Enderman completely gets stuck here, the system gets triggered from time to time, which makes Enderman fall down, and which is fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it turned out pretty cool. On the downside, though, yeah, you know, we have a lot of spawning area up here now. Actually, the one section that I had in the last episode was pretty much enough to get to the mob cap of, that would be around 79 or 80, I think. So I thought, since we have a lot of spawning area, the true potential of this design could be if there are more players here, which will cause the mob cap to go up. And since we have a lot of spawning area, we have enough room for the mobs to reach that mob cap pretty fast, and we should get a lot of Endermen. So yeah, I tested this with a friend of mine, but unfortunately that didn't go very well. So the if you see in the debug monitor the entity count when my friend was here, it didn't even go above 100. So that would mean that we have like roundabout, or the normal mob cap is still the dominating cap that is working here. Like it does, as you can see right now, it reaches 100 as well, and I'm totally alone, as you can see, nobody else on the server. The reason why it goes over the mob cap of 80 is because of those ender pearls, because some Endermen still die due to those ladder thing. As you could see in episode 2, that it's not working 100% efficient, but it's decent. Well, yeah. So we didn't reach the double mob cap, which should be the dominating cap if 2 players are here, which gives me the impression that, well, that this is buggy. That's a bug or not working anymore. It's kind of, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, in an old SMP world, like that was 1.0, I think, I had a mob farm on an island, so it was all pretty isolated. And when a player came over, I mean, you could, before you even saw that player, you could tell that there's more mobs coming up the mob elevator. I don't have numbers on this, unfortunately, but it's just out of the impression that I got there. This worked back then, and it doesn't even more, which is kind of sad, actually. It's I mean, yeah, it's sad. It's just sad, since this design is really could be really good, but I have to check on that. The wiki still says that it's fine. Apparently it's not, so, well, maybe that's another bug. Oh well, we can't change it. Now you here have here you can see the look from the outside. I think it's nice. It turned out pretty good. So yeah, on to another thing. So over here we have the before look of the house that we're gonna build around the record machine. You can already see that I started doing the layout. Having some trouble doing this, but we'll just see how it turns out. So yeah, I'm trying to give you a good look on that once it's done. So, and this is the final, well, thingy house that I came up with. Well, coming up with is probably the wrong term here, since I pretty much just copied what we already had. Yeah, as I said, I just wanted to give you a look on this, since I kind of said I was going to do that, and let's go inside. So this is pretty much like the, well, what would you call this? Like the control panel or something of the record machine. I hope you can still recognize it, even now it's completely closed in. We have a hole in the roof, so to say. It's covered with glass, because we need that closed zone block down here to have access to sunlight, so that the zombies and skeletons get burned when we collect the mobs in here. Now the inside part is pretty easy. I made a little walkway around here, so we can actually go through this house, and it's not completely blocked. We got of course, what's the name of this again? Jukebox to play some music. Put up a few storage chests. I know this is kind of an overkill, to be honest. But while I was doing it, I thought, oh well, why not? You know, pretty empty. But this is all what I got out of the run that I showed in episode 1. Okay, hello lag again. Yeah, and I actually did get one of each kind. In case you don't know, there's 10 that you can get in survival. There's a record with the name 11 that you can't get in survival. It's the broken one. And yeah, so you can get 10, and this is all that we got. So we got one of each, at least. So this is the front part, as you saw it before. Here we have the switch to make them coming up the drowning chamber or collect them for the record machine. Yeah, not much, as I said, but just wanted to give you a quick look how it turned out. That is just an access for some redstone part. It's not very interesting. Now, since we're already here, I want to show you what I'm gonna work on next, and give you a deeper look on the mob farm, because a friend of mine pointed out that in the first episode you didn't get a good look on where the mobs are coming from. So this is the mob farm, pretty basic. We have 2 layers of that, one further down. The way it works is super simple. We have spawning pads that the mobs are spawning on, and when they walk off, they get collected by those water streams in here. So we're just gonna be one of those mobs right away to give you an impression of this. I'm not touching any keys besides the space bar, because that's the same stuff mobs would do when they're in water. They would just swim up. So yeah, this is the water elevator. So right now here, this is the part for the drowning chamber, which I didn't close. I thought I did that. Well, anyways, let's get up. Now, those 2 blocks here, they would be pushed down so that the tall mobs can't get in here. I just messed that up, sorry. But, you know, they would come up here. Now, I'm just pushing spacebar again. You know, we get collected in here, drop down. This is now the part of the record machine. We go up here. Now, this part is where the skeleton would be. Let me go back. Right here, where this piston is, this one would just retract, and we'll get pushed over here then, and are collected in this little chamber. And hopefully now get not a splash potion in the face. Yeah, that's I can't get out here now. Ah, damn it. There we go. Yeah, I hope this gave you, well, at least a better look on the whole thing, where the mobs are coming from, and I didn't like make it up or something. Yeah, and what I wanna do now is each layer has this kind of lighting system. As you see here, it's pretty basic as well. It's just right now a lever connected to redstone lamps. And what I want to do is make a, yeah, what would you call that? Like, well, pretty much a room like this, but well, let's say a little nicer, better looking. Some kind of observation area, you know, something like that. And of course, we'd want to have a button down here to activate the lighting system. Now, since we have two layers here, this is the second layer of the lighting system, and down here we have the second layer of the mob system. You could actually extend this further down, but there's no real need for it right now. So yeah, make a room here as well, and of course have a button down here as well. Now, I could make, I could connect the lighting parts and just make a T flip-flop to both of it, so that would be a little bit too easy. So I'd say we go with in each observation room, we'd have a button to activate both lighting layers, and we have a button to activate the lighting layer that we're on right now. So right here with the second button would be for this room, and not shutting off the lighting in the second room or layer, mob spawning layer above. You know, I know there's no real use for this, but oh well, maybe you could use it. I don't know. Anyways, we're just gonna do it because I want to do it. So let me get a few things together, and I'll see you soon. Alrighty, here we have a few things that I thought we might need. I actually had to chop down some wood because I was running out, but that just on a side note. Yeah, now the tricky part begins, and that is where we want to do the whole thing. I just had an idea of, well, I want to install a water drop to get down faster, and that would be cool if we had this, well, if we had that water drop like in the house of where the drowning chamber or the record machine is at. And that would be somewhere I marked the coordinates. That would be right here. That's pretty much just a corner in the house, as close as possible to the front entrance of the whole thing. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'd had to drop down here and then go kind of access the chambers, the observation rooms through here, because obviously I can't break the lighting system nor the water streams that are right underneath. That wouldn't be too bad. Just you know, gotta think about stuff like that before you start doing it. Yeah, I think I will make the drop here. Connect this to the room, maybe with stairs or something. Yeah, stairs would be cool, I guess. And the room, so this is the middle of the room. The room would end like over here, where the staircase goes up and down. And over here we could do the whole lighting part, the redstone part. So yeah, I will hollow out room, and then I will start on doing that, and I'll keep you informed. So, just a quick update on what I did so far. Over here we have the not yet installed water drop. right above there you can see a part of the house. Over here I think I will kind of keep it like this. You know, it doesn't have to be too nice, and actually now that I think of it, it's not even bad that we have like room to walk in here in case we need to fix anything or something. So we go down these stairs, and this will be the first room. Might extend it a little further in this way. Not sure yet, but I think the glass front I'm gonna keep like this. We have doors here and ladders so we can get back in. There's no real need to get into the mob farm, but you know, just in case. And over here, like maybe right there, I want to have the two buttons on each layer, and I'm gonna make the whole redstone part on like behind that wall. In the beginning, I said I wanted to make it over here, but now that I think of it, there's not. It's just, well, not enough room to put buttons here, and the stairs are kind of in the way, so I think it's better over there. Besides, I will have to, like, this is the input, so I would have to cross that part again, and, well, I'm just feeling better not doing this, so, yeah. Let me work on this a bit more. Yeah, I'm back, and I'm done. Yeah, I kind of got distracted, sorry, so I just finished it up. So let's get down the water drop, and I'll show you what I came up with. Actually, let me put some torches there, because well, it is kind of dark. Yeah, first of all, this is the room. One of the rooms, actually. And I will show you that in detail a little later. First of all, I gotta announce the change in plans. Now, I said that I was gonna put buttons over there. But while doing this, I thought about why would you need buttons in here? Like shutting off the mob farm or turning it on or off, you would rather do that from above. Because coming down here, there's no real use for it. So let me show you where I put the switch for that, or the button for that now. So here's our button for the mob farm. That redstone lamp indicates if the lights in the mob farm are on or off. Now, if you remember, a few seconds ago we were right in front of the mob farm and the lights were off, just as it's indicated by this redstone lamp. So if we press this button, we'll go back down and check if the lights turned on. And there we go, lights are on. And yeah, I didn't take the water drop and use the long run, but okay. Let's just forget about that. Let's check down here, and we can see lights are on as well. Now, about the rooms here, let's go back up. It's not much, you know, just a little bit. I put half slabs everywhere. I forgot to mention that before, so that we don't get any spawns in here, because we have to keep the light as low as we can, so the mob farm is not yeah, affected by this. It wouldn't do much, but you know, no need to have light in here. So I put the switch in here, so we can make some light if we need to. Yeah, it's not much, like a few storage chests. About that override button lever, I will get to in a second. For this, we need to shut off the lights again. So lights are off. Oh, redstone lamp turned off. That means the lights down there are off as well. Let's get back down, and this time I'm using the shortcut. So here we go. As you can see already, lights are off. Now the overrides lever here is, I just put this in So if we ever come down here and the lights are off and for some reason we want to get in there and turn the lights on, we can flip this one. This will overwrite the T flip-flop that is triggered by the button in the house. So as you can see, lights are on. The same goes for down there. Lights are on as well. I didn't make it too nifty, like put another lever here or so. It's fine with one, you know. You gotta keep this functional. So yeah. Let me think. Is there anything else that I could show you here? Well, we have another lever or lighting for the room down there as well. As you can see here. Oh yeah, here's a little access to the dungeons down here. What else do we have? Let me turn this off. We have this door here. It's just like maintenance. Actually, you know what? How do we do that? There we go. I just like to have access and connections to my redstone stuff. Like, let's just go in there. As you can see, this is the lighting for the second layer. Since I got rid of the ladder, this is another one here for putting up that stuff. Yeah, it's absolutely not necessary to have that, but I just like to do things this way. So this is it. Let's just go up one more, because in the speed up part you might not have seen it well. This is basically the way we go up. I know we have to go through the lighting layer here, but I think that's okay. It's not too bad. As a reminder, this is the water drop where we come down. So this is our way up past the water elevator. Kind of nice. This is the natural dungeons here. So we could even just go somewhere else if we like. That's part of the redstone for the button in the house for that is activating the lighting system. I know I could close this up here. I just left it like it is because I think, you know, this is going through quite some, yeah, well room here, where it's pretty much nothing. So if I ever build something underground, then maybe I can locate it easier this way, since I didn't write down where I put it exactly. Yeah, and this is our way up. Made a little walkway here and connected it to our other walkways as well. So this is looking nice. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. It's not much this time, not much building, but you know, you also gotta get stuff done that you don't do for quite a while, like that lighting stuff I wanted to do for, well, quite some time. This mob farm is pretty old compared to the world. I started doing it pretty much, or pretty early when I started the world. And yeah, this is lighting system for the mob farm. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.